Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Let's get it cracking. Smash the like button. Oh man, what a day of boxing. Boy, I tell you. Now things are slowed down because there's no more boxing on. So I can really talk to y'all, speak. Y'all hear me? Smash the like button. Some people wanted more thoughts on Dillian White because I had to kind of get off of the other stream to watch the rest of boxing. So we're going to talk about it. I got something to eat. I got a little bit of water. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time. Bro, Eddie Hearn has done it again, and not in a good way. Fucked up another fighter's career. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to explain why. This man, Eddie Hearn. Everybody, if you want to get this conversation started, smash the like button. And everybody type Eddie Hearn. Bro. Povetkin has knocked out David Price, rematch room, always in the mix. He just knocked out Dillian White, rematch room, always in the mix at heavyweight. And he bloodied up Joshua's nose, and that wasn't a great performance from Joshua. You know, he got the knockout in the end, but still. Yeah, everybody type Eddie Hearns. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to express my thoughts. Man, it's looking bad. It's looking bad for Eddie Hearns, rematch room, and DAZN. And I'm going to explain why I feel that way. Yeah, everybody say Eddie Hearns. Listen, I told you from the beginning, I don't know what age group everybody's in, but for me, I'm a grown-ass man. So I'm not impressed with I don't care about Eddie Hearn toys and all in the video and karaoke. I care about boxing. All that other stuff is extra. I don't care about that. Because at the end of the day, you not the fighter, bro. Eddie Hearn, I ain't never watched one Eddie Hearn fight. Like, I'm talking about him fighting, not a fight he put on. Let the fighter shine, bro. Eddie Hearn don't ever want to play the background. Eddie Hearn and team, Dillian White, they have terrorized the heavyweight division, not in a good way. Clout chasing. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. This is what you see. Listen, the UK, y'all looking crazy right now. Y'all looking crazy right now. What's up, Icy? Listen, the UK boxing scene, y'all looking crazy right now. I'm just telling you what it is. There's a lot of great fans in the UK, I get it, but y'all looking crazy. And listen, the UK boxing, you guys created these monsters. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Dillian White is pure dumpster juice. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Blue Blood, what's up? Salute to my bro. East to West Coast. We out here. Bro, this is all starting to fall apart for DAZN, for Eddie Hearn, for rematch room. I'm just telling you it is. Like, y'all seen it. They was squirting water at my man Blue Blood. Bro, I told you this from the beginning. You are not coming to America and disrespecting in that way, and you think people are going to rile behind that. This ain't the UK. What did Eddie Hearn think, bro? You squirting water at people, and remember Joshua came and he was running from the media in New York? Nah, don't run. Joe, it's me. Oh, got to catch a cab. Nah, stay right here and talk to this American media. Bro, then they bought some of the American media. Eddie Hearn brags about that. This American takeover looks fucking suspect, bro. And then now they, oh my gosh, bro. It's about, I don't even know where to go in because I could kill y'all for multiple different ways and angles. Just this Eddie Hearn game plan, bro. This is another fighter that he set up for failure. You see what I'm saying? let's do the math. Kell Brook. Kell Brook, people said you ain't fought a Porter, a guy like Sean Porter. Shout out to Sean. He just dominated his fight today, right? That's all we as boxing fans said. Kell Brook, hey, you keep fighting mandatories and Frankie Gavins and BZAs and all this Liam shit. That's not going to cut it for American boxing fans. We respected you from coming over to America, taking the belt from Sean, who you see to this day is a good fighter still. And I was impressed with Kell Brook. But then Eddie Hearn in Rematch Room, that's why I came up with the name Rematch Room. They put Kell Brook in these less than desired domestic level dust ups or whatever the fuck, the CHECC bang, and they put him in these piss poor UK type of fights. That shit, nobody cares about that. And then Kell Brook started getting ridiculed because he has talent, but you wouldn't put him in there with a top welterweight, Sean Porter rematch, Errol Spence, whoever, right? And then Chris Eubank was supposed to fight Golovkin, and Kell Brook was supposed to fight Jesse Vargas. You call ring Kell Brook, and he's like, hello? You know, so basically. And then you convince him to fight fucking Golovkin at 160, which made no sense. And then he does it, kind of exposes Golovkin in certain regards as far as being a smaller man moving up and giving him some trouble, like in that second round. But then ultimately, the size is too much, the sudden weight jump is too much, and he gets his fucking eye collapsed, his orbital broken, right? Then he fights Errol Spence, which is the fight we all wanted to see from the beginning. And then now you put him in there with Errol Spence. And then Errol Spence being a monster, the truth, he go to Sheffield and then embarrass him further and beat in his other eye. So now Kell Brook, people don't know where to place him because he looks shot, right? Then he said he can't fight at 47. And so basically, you know, I'm not at mid-true weight and blah, 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 right? This is what Eddie Hearn did to this man's career, bro. He got both of his eyes fucked up. Like Cyclops from X-Men and shit. Optic blast. Now you did this dumb shit with Dillian White. Clout chased. Played this whole WBC card. Threatened to sue them. Pulled Dillian White. This is the important part. Dillian White had opportunity. Listen, there's a lot of people that they keep feeling sorry, or they were feeling sorry for Dillian White. They were feeling sorry for him, saying, oh, he wasn't granted a title shot and I feel bad. I don't feel bad at all, but I could explain. Right? Shout out to Big Dog Willie, $5 super chat. Sorry for the foul language. Oh, I ain't tripping. Clout chasing gone wrong. I truly hate White. Oh, wow. Got set up for the slowest counter uppercut. White is a bum. Damn. Shmoney gang. Listen. Eddie Hearn, this is what he gets for playing this stupid fucking game. I tell you, boxing is a beautiful sport if you allow it to be beautiful. Icy, I know you messed with my channel for a while. Who remembers, I know Icy or somebody got to remember this. When DAZN first came out, I said DAZN should have hollered at a person like me who's, one, a hard worker, passionate, and knows about boxing. Because you got to steer your programming in a certain way to appease boxing fans if you want to take over America and stuff. Who remembers me saying that, damn, DAZN, you know, boxing, I keep telling you, it's a secret society. Who remembers me saying stuff like that when DAZN first came out? When they first, shout out to Jeff, the producer. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I told you, boxing is a secret society. All this UK shit, they try to make it work in America. That's not what's popping. That's not what it is, man. Like, you can't, and this is what you see with, listen, I'm not here to beat around the bush, smash the like button. Where we at with the likes? Oh, y'all gonna get these likes up. Y'all gonna get these likes up, or I'm gonna end the stream. I'm like Diddy and making a band. Y'all gonna walk to Junior's to get some cheesecake. You gonna walk to Brooklyn to get some cheesecake. Hey, y'all gotta get these likes up. My time ain't free. Y'all know that. I put in years of work to be where I'm at. Years upon years. Pioneering this game. Yeah, yeah, let's get it. Yeah. Anyway, bro, this is Eddie Hearn. This is what he gets, bro. Playing this stupid game. I tell you, in boxing, it's a niche sport. You got to strike while the iron's hot. Eddie Hearn pulled Dillian White. Everyone tried to act, 1,000 days. Man, I don't give a fuck. Because this is your fault. For starters. For starters. All the people sympathizing. Hey, block this Torres dude. Get him out of here. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Block him. Yeah, block him. Block Torres. Ooh, Beantown. Yeah. All right, look. Check it. Smash the like button. We had to evict somebody. We had to evict them from the chat. Landlord shit. They didn't pay their rent. Listen. People try to act fake the funk, especially in the UK, right? And try to act like they felt sad for Dillian White not getting a title shot. Bro, first of all, he wasn't the mandatory the whole time. He became the mandatory when he beat Oscar Rivas. You dumb son of a bitches don't know that? Like, really? He was going around before that saying he's the number one. You weren't the number one mandatory. Period. Dominic Breazeale was. But Dillian White and Eddie Hearn were misleading people, and they started counting from whatever date they started counting. Who the fuck even counts? Like, that's like a girl ain't text you and you start counting the days. Oh, I ain't talked to the bitch in 600 days, 630 days. Man, it's been 7 days. And who counts some stupid shit like that anyway? Who counts that? Please let me know. Who just counts how many days they've been, like you in jail, Nelson Mandela or something. You know what I mean? So anyway, Dominic Breazeale was the true and rightful WBC mandatory. Dillian White was the number one contender with the WBC silver or some shit when he beat Robert Helenius, I think. So he wasn't even the person. But he started him and Eddie Hearn started this stupid ass campaign counting. Oh man, it's been 500 days, 522 days. Man, stop counting. Cause we don't even know when you started counting. You just started counting. Man, that was stupid. So that was that. That whole count shit was a joke. He didn't become the mandatory per the WBC until the Oscar Rivas fight, which he failed a drug test in that fight. And it took several months for any word from UCAD, and he came in his next fight 270 plus pounds. This is all facts, people. And then UCAD allegedly cleared him and said it was a tainted supplement. I don't trust none of that UK shit. This shit is cap. They had Fury failed a drug test. They didn't tell him for 16, 18 months. Martin Carefoot just went missing. I don't trust that UK shit. I don't know what they doing over there. So that's that. So the other reason why I don't feel sorry for Dillian White not getting a title shot is here's a simple question, right? Dillian White is signed to Matchroom. Anthony Joshua is signed to Matchroom. Joshua held all the titles except for the one that Wilder has, had at the time, the WBC. But since Eddie Hearns wouldn't match Dillian White and Anthony Joshua in a rematch, guess what? Joshua versus White was never made. So he never challenged for multiple titles in an in-house fight, right? In an in-house fight that he could have easily done. All Eddie Hearn, all in the UK. Probably could have did a good crowd. Remember Joshua said he reserved Wembley for 2 fights, and then he gave up Wembley and came to America to get his ass kicked by Andy Ruiz, right? They said, oh, Joshua's staying home. Joshua's next 2 fights are at Wembley. So why don't you fight Dillian White for all the titles at Wembley? What happened is Eddie Hearn's a narcissist, and he tried to play God, and he tried to string it out and put Dillian White in winnable fights that he thought Dillian White should be the favorite, and then this time it backfired. That's why I'm saying you can't play God in boxing. You don't know what. First of all, most of these fighters aren't Floyd Mayweather. They're simply not. So most of them aren't going to be good enough to go unscathed and fight 50 people without losing. You see what I'm saying? So it was a dumb game plan. Eddie Hearn pulled Dillian White out of multiple final eliminators or situations or orders where he could have fought for a title if he got past one guy. Then he gets as close as the Povetkin fight today, and then he gets knocked out. They brought this all on themselves, bro. These comments. Oh gosh, don't do me like that. Fuck. Y'all gotta stop with these comments, bro. Almost lost my shit. Don't do me like that. Fuck. You know when you drink it, it go down the wrong pipe. Woo. Block Tone, Montana. Fuck what you talking about. Oh shit. Block Anthony McLean. He talking about some stupid shit too. Who else? Who next? Let's do it. All y'all rats show your rat ass face so my shooters can buck you up out of here. Up out of here. Damn. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is what happens when you try to play God in boxing and you try to string it out and dictate. Then somebody that you don't expect to beat your fighter, guess what? Surprise, motherfucker. They beat your fighter. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Now, what makes it worse is there's literally what happened with, damn, hold on. Excuse me. What makes this worse is this is the Povetkin White outcome is the type of situation Eddie Hearn's worst nightmare, because all this other shit, a lot of these other fights that Eddie Hearn got be cap, and there's these fucked up outcomes and scorecards and shit like that, like the Katie Taylor fight, both of them with Delphine Pursunes. You mean to tell me not one judge seen it for Delphine Pursunes? Not in either fight? Like, come on, bro. Not one person? Not one person seen like, hey, this chick is the aggressor, and she she bringing it to the better boxer, right? Damn, I really fucked my shit up. Whoever said that joke, y'all fucked me up. So this was the worst outcome for Eddie Hearn, because this is something you can't rig. There's nothing he got knocked out by a single punch by an underdog. So that's why it was labeled an upset. A guy that's 40 years old. He was in shape, at least in better shape than his last fight. I'm talking about Dillian White. They fought on the same card the last time, so it's not like Dillian White had more time or less time to prepare. Both of their last fights were on the same card on that Joshua Ruiz shit in December. So they had the same time out of the ring, but Dillian White had the size advantage, the youth advantage, right? He had the more momentum because he was going to get the WBC shot with Wilder Fury. and he got knocked out by a 40-year-old with a single shot. There's no controversy there. He was knocked unconscious, bro. He was stretched out in the ropes. He was knocked out before he touched the ground. There's nothing, so that you can't Delphine Pursunes this and have some crazy scorecard. You can't have no judges scorecard work, no magic. It was just a clean, just like when Joshua lost to Ruiz. Ruiz did his thing, and it was too clear, too convincing, and it was a fair stoppage. So you can't say it's a controversial stop. He was knocked unconscious for Dillian White. Bro, I told you that DAZN curse is real. Bro, what are the odds that right before you get as close as you've ever got, so Dillian White spent all this time saying hounding Wilder, clout chasing Andy Ruiz and Wilder and PBC dudes, and the WBC, you had to threaten to sue him and all this stuff. You get as close as you've ever got, and then you lose to a random 40-year-old who I don't even, another thing that looks bad, I don't even think he won his last fight. They said it was a draw with Michael Hunter. I thought Michael Hunter beat him. So you get this close, all this 1,000-day shit, and you get that close, and guess what? You get knocked out. No judges needed, no controversial knockout. He was sleep. There, bro, it was like Canelo Khan. He was sleep. It was like Wilder Spilka, sleep. So there's literally, you can't say, oh, it's a premature stoppage, blah, blah, blah. And then the UK commentators on the call, they look like dickheads because they were so confident that Dillian White was going to win because they don't want to call the fights fair, and they want to they want to cater to the home fighter. So they don't call the fights fair, and it's super biased. And they were saying, oh, Povetkin. They literally said on the telecast, on the Sky Sports telecast, they were saying that that Povetkin is washed up. I promise you, go listen to it. They're saying, oh, he's not the same. He looks slower. Well, guess what? He just annihilated Dillian White, and it went viral. So now you just made it look worse because your whole commentary was about how Povetkin is surely not the same fighter, how he looks older, how he's slower, how he's lost the touch, how he's losing, how he got dropped twice. Well, guess what? Just like the theater of the unknown, that's boxing. After he gets dropped twice, he comes back like a savage and knocks the man out with one shot. He didn't even really hurt Dillian White badly in them other rounds. So what are the odds of you getting rocked and getting dropped twice in a round, and then the commentators being on your dick, right? And then you just get blasted out in one round. This reminds me of, bro, DAZN, they need to go to hell with this fucking commentary. Listen, I'm about to slice y'all up. Y'all suck. I'm just telling you what it is. Get the fuck out of America. I'm just sick of it, bro. They did the same thing with Joshua versus Ruiz. Same thing. They gave Andy Ruiz no hope. They wouldn't do no fair commentary. They expected Ruiz to just go in there and get slaughtered. When Joshua knocked him down one time, knowing it's the heavyweight division, they're like, Joshua's an excellent finisher. Watch this. And then we all watched it, and we see Andy Ruiz like, okay. And he started coming back, and he started dropping Joshua, and he won that round. Ruiz won that round. Clipped Joshua. They was talking all this stuff. Oh, watch this. Joshua's an excellent finisher. They did the same thing with Dillian White. They wrote Povetkin off like this ain't the heavyweight division. Because he got dropped. He turned Dillian White into Rip Van Winkle. Oh, wow. You had a pocket for that. You had a pocket. Shout out to I Am Legend Boxing. You had a pocket for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this commentary suck. It really does. Because you want to make, like, just call the fight fair. That's it. That's all you have to do. Listen, I've made a whole career. I pioneered boxing in this digital space, and all I do is keep it real. I get super chats. This is my full-time job. No major backing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no company flying me out and stuff. But you see me at the fights. You know, if you go to the fights before the pandemic, you see me. All independent. All the money comes out of my bank account, what I earn. I showed people the way. I gave people the gems. But they don't want to listen. They want to do all this extra stuff. And back to the Dillian White shit. You know, Eddie Hearn, this is what he set his fighter up. He, again, set his fighter up. Set his fighter up for failure. You pulled him from final eliminators. You didn't put him in the rightful fights. And I'm convinced. I'm convinced that the UK, they must not think their fighters are that good, because this is every time you see UK fighters step up to world-class level, right? It's like a lot of them aren't ready for it. I'm just being real with you. We could do it. Let's talk about it. I don't care where you from. If you could scrap, you could scrap. Josh Kelly, he fought Ray Robinson. I thought he lost. Right? I'm talking about world class. Tony Bellew, his exit fight was fighting Usyk, world class guy. Right? Canelo ran through a couple Eddie Hearn fighters like Rocky Fielding. Povetkin from Russia just destroyed Dillian White. I'm talking about world-class people. Povetkin fought Joshua, fought Klitschko. You know, he's been in there with Michael Hunter, Olympian. G5 Gabe, the look on his face when the uppercut landed. Hey, you petty, bro. And now I'm starting to wonder about some of these UK fighters. Not all of them, but some of them, because they get moved along like it's expected. It's expected that they get moved along slow. It's like the people are treating the UK boxing. Boxing originated in the UK, you know? And they treat some of the fighters like almost like we're supposed to baby them. You see what I'm saying? And then when they step up in class, you wonder why they're not ready, because you're not putting them in. Bro, you didn't have to. Eddie Hearn didn't have to put Kell Brook in with Triple G. He should have put the undefeated Kell Brook in there with Errol Spence straight away, because Kell Brook didn't do bad. But that Triple G, who knows what that did to his eye? You know what I'm saying? It could, maybe the fight would have been different. We never know now. Bad decision making. Same thing with Dillian White. Eddie Hearn tried to give him all these people like Derek Chisora 2. Derek Chisora 2. Nobody asked for that rematch, but you thought you could make a quick buck. Joseph Parker coming off of a loss. You know, all these fights that Eddie Hearn wanted to make. Oscar Rivas, I wasn't really mad at that. That's all right. But not under the terms with the glove controversy and the failed drug test. So I kind of got to take that out of there. Marish Weck. And then when he gets blasted out by Povetkin, it's no wonder. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put him in there with the people that would really build him, like Luis Ortiz. And the downside to that, listen, this is why Eddie Hearn and DAZN are in real life trouble. Real life trouble. Smash the like button. If y'all want to know why DAZN and Eddie Hearn are in real life trouble when it comes to crossing over to American boxing, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? And get them likes up. I'm going to tell you why they're in real life trouble. Straight shooter. Bro, straight shooter. Bruh, me and my girl wasn't getting along, but I thank Dillian White for changing my mood. Hey, you petty, bro. Hey, you petty. Yeah, get them likes up. If y'all want me to tell you why they're in real bad shape and when it comes to success in America, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? And get these likes up. Let's go. Let's get it popping. All right. That's what I'm talking about. This is why they're in real life, because their players are getting chipped away. Katie Taylor, she arguably lost again to Delphine Persoons. Stock is hurt from that because she hasn't shown separation from Delphine Persoons at all. A lot of people are saying it's a robbery. I scored in my head. I probably would have gave it to Delphine Persoon. She looked like I would rather be Delphine Persoon at the end of the fight than Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor breathing all heavy. She couldn't tame her in 2 fights. 20 rounds or whatever. I think they're 10 rounds apiece for the women. In 20 rounds, you couldn't tame her. And the UK commentators were super biased, saying that she put it to bed. She didn't put shit to bed. She didn't put shit to bed because I didn't see no separation. So that's one person. Joshua, since the Ruiz fights, I don't really hear anyone talking about it, right? Then Dillian White was a major player for Eddie Hearn, and he was clout chasing Tyson Fury Wilder with the Dillian White chess piece. That got knocked off because now he has to put Dillian White in a rematch with the guy. Why? Okay, listen. Why do we need a rematch between Dillian White and Povetkin when he just got iced? There's no need for a rematch like that. You see what I'm saying? What do we need to see that for? It's not like he's Lennox Lewis versus Hasim Rahman or something. Why? Oh, wow. He said Katie Taylor didn't put it to bed. Dillian White was put to bed. Y'all petty, bro. Y'all petty as fuck. Someone said she lost worse. That's what I'm saying. She was breathing heavy as hell. Heavy as hell. Listen, the UK, that's cool. Just stay over there with the biased commentary and the little Eddie Garden fights and all that. That shit is not finna sell in America. We don't want to be a part of boxing corruption and all that super biased shit. So keep that over there. Eddie's Garden and all that. That's why they're going to have a hard time selling in America. I promise you. I promise you. Dillian White, like I said, they kept trying to link his name to Wilder, to Fury, to big fights with Andy Ruiz. Who wants to see any of that right now if he got knocked out? And like I said, he just got knocked out bad by one punch from Povetkin. Why do I need to see a rematch? But Eddie Hearn is like a spoiled kid. He's like a spoiled child. When he don't get his way, he doesn't care who he has to crash in order to try to rectify it. Like Joshua, a lot of people advised him not to take the Andy Ruiz immediate rematch. But since spoiled child Eddie, he's seen that Andy Ruiz beat Joshua, and he didn't want Joshua to lose like that. And he didn't want PBC to have all the heavyweight belts between Wilder at the time and Andy Ruiz. He was like, nah. And he triggered the immediate rematch. Days after Joshua just lost. Now he's going to make Dillian White run it back, and not even just as a promoter, but just as a friend of Dillian White who's made you some money. I don't know how advisable that is, bro. He got knocked out. He need to rest, bro. He need to rest. He was knocked out bad, like Spilka. He was starched, like rigor mortis. But Eddie Hearn don't care, and he wanted to try to get Dillian White back in the thing, so he treats people like bumper cars. You see what I'm saying? He was knocked out bad. When you get knocked out like that, you really should just not fight for like 12 months. 8 to 12 months. That was a bad, bro. It's a single punch. He didn't know where he was when he woke up. That's not normal for your brain or your skull. But Eddie Hearn don't care. And you wonder why all these fighters like Al Heyman. Because from what we see, I don't see Al Heyman. He's an advisor. I get it. But he ain't treating his fighter like cattle. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's new media. Digital mob. It's a changing of the guard. I promise you that. So, yeah, White need to get a brain scan, like a CAT scan and shit, and just be with his family and chill out. But Eddie Hearn, being the spoiled kid that he is, that's not good enough. He's now embarrassed because his fight camp, you wanted fight camp to end with a bang. Well, guess what? It ended with a bang, but not in your favor. So now he's going to try to run it back. Bro, he's running these people careers into the ground. Kell Brook, you put him in there with fucking Triple G. Why? What's the basis? Why would a welterweight need to fight Triple G, who at the time was on a 21 knockout streak? Why? Tell me one good reason. And I told you that back then. This ain't new to me. Why do I need to see a welterweight move up without acclimating, no tune-ups, and then when it comes to Gary Russell calling out Terrence Crawford, people say, oh, no, he's too small. Why do I want to see him move up? Okay, then why do you want to see Kell Brook move up to fight Triple G? That fight made no sense. If Triple G was supposed to fight Chris Eubank and it fell apart, then you find someone else for it. Why is it your job? Because he wasn't even managing Triple G at that time. Why is it your job to make sure Triple G got a September fight? So you put your welterweight in with a fucking middleweight who had 21 knockouts in a row. Same thing with Joshua. And listen, a lot of these black fighters are dumb. Like, because they just going with the okie doke. I'm just telling you what it is, bro. I'm telling you what it is. They're just going with the flow and just doing whatever. And they're being subservient to a cause that's not looking out for them. You see what I'm saying? Dillian White just got knocked out in Eddie Hearn's plantation and went viral for the wrong reasons, for the knockout, for getting knocked out. And they gonna just go with the plan. Like, bro, these guys, that's why do you see more fighters getting smart and getting managers that help negotiate stuff instead of just the promoters? Like Teofimo Lopez, shout out to that kid. Teofimo, he got his dad in his corner, right? Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm about to drop bars, real life gems. Listen. Teofimo has his dad. That is his blood. That is the man that helped bring him into this world, right? So you know your father, when you have a relationship like that, wants the best for you. So that's good to have him in the corner, you know, financially and stuff like that, and help you guide your career. Plus, he got the split T management or whatever. And then he has Top Rank as his promoter. Dillian White had opportunities to leave and go to ESPN or PBC, where he could have made big money and got some good fights. And Deontay Wilder promised Dillian White, come to PBC, I'll fight you, because it'll be easier. Fight Luis Ortiz, then you got me. Dillian White had options. Now, why would ESPN want to pick up Dillian White coming off of a brutal knockout? Why would PBC, after they're getting Regis Prograis and Maurice Hooker and all these other fighters, why would they want Dillian White coming off a bad knockout? You know what I mean? So it's just bad decision making. And unfortunately, a lot of these fighters don't get it until it's too late. New Meaning, my guy, what's up? He said, Ego, my dude, keep up the great content. A lot of people don't get it. So Dillian White, he probably going to just do what Eddie Hearn wants, do the immediate rematch, and feeling like I'm a fighter, I got to get that up. But I'm telling you, you going to be, if Alexander Povetkin knocks him out again, then you're going to be in the same boat as David Price. That's not a good place to be. You got to really make these decisions in this boxing game. Ain't nobody, I'm telling you, if you take too many losses in a short span of time or keep losing to the same person, that's more damage. Look at Isaac Dogbe. He lost to Navarrete, then he rushed back and then did a rematch. Then he lost worse in the rematch. Now you don't really hear many people talking about him right now. Same thing with Francisco Vargas. He lost to Berchelt, then he came back and got stopped by Berchelt again. Now you don't really hear no one talking about him. These fighters got to smarten up, Nas. You gotta do what makes the most sense for you. That was a bad knockout. Shout out to D-Lo. First it was winner gets Fury winner. Now it's a rematch. How you gonna have a rematch within 3 months of taking a nap in the middle of a title eliminator? I don't know. But these fighters keep going with it, and they're gonna wreck their career. If Povetkin ices him again, because he has the confidence advantage, even though Dillian White knocked him down twice, that don't mean shit. What does that mean when Povetkin, I'd rather get knocked down twice and then come back to knock someone out than to get, you know what I'm saying, knock them down twice, but then I got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Povetkin has the edge there. So this is a major setback. And then when you pile it up and like look at all the stuff, it's just mismanagement. Period. Machado, that's another one. Alberto Machado. The Cancio shit. Cancio canceled his shit. Bro, this just looks so horrible for DAZN and Matchroom and Eddie. So this was their fight camp. It was supposed to be the save the best for last. And then now Dillian White gets knocked out. The main event. Katie Taylor, a lot of people say she got exposed in the Delphine 2. Ego, I like the group chat. Yeah, that's a regular thing now. So we're going to do more and more of those for the channel members. It's just a bad look, people. And you could keep letting Eddie Hearn run your career into the ground with these decisions. Now, here's the other thing. In boxing, I keep telling people the way. They don't have to listen to me. I'm just some YouTuber. I don't know shit. That's fine, whatever. But in boxing, I promise you, if you lose, but you held a good account of yourself, real boxing fans are going to show that some love. Like Sean Porter, I watched his fight even though he's coming off of a loss. Because in my mind, I was at that fight, right? And he held a good account of himself. Errol just edged him. And the knockout or the knockdown secured that. There ain't no shame in that. Because you did what you were supposed to do. You did better than people expected you. So salute to Sean Porter. I'm going to continue to be a fan and continue to watch his fights. Because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's fighting top names. And when he fought the Formella wasn't on his level. But I'm okay with that because he's not fighting Formella after Formella after Formella. But with the UK boxing, this is what they do. A lot of these UK boxers, they keep fighting people we're not asking them to fight. And then when they step up to somebody who's world class, then it's a shot in the dark. Because you don't really know about them. You don't know what they're capable of. Bro, Povetkin is not the top 5 heavyweight. He is not at this point of his career. And you let him knock you the fuck out. 40 years old. Anthony Joshua didn't get knocked out by him. You know what I mean? Michael Hunter is a cruiserweight that moved up recently and had a couple of fights. He didn't get, I thought he beat Povetkin. Dillian White's the only one that got knocked out. This is what Eddie Hearn gets for trying to play God. Not just make the fights. I've been saying the same thing. That's why you see it. Old media is perishing before your eyes because there's certain people that Dillian White should have been fighting. And then if he really would have beat them, then that would have gave him the experience and the confidence. But the UK wants to cherry pick and have domestic level fights and again, play God. So then Povetkin being explosive, seasoned, has some trick up his sleeve. And this is the outcome. And now it looks worse. Now it looks worse. Now it looks worse. For example, what you mean top guys? Wilder, Joshua, Fury, Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz. That's 5. There's no way Povetkin can be in the top 5. That's not even including my boy Daniel Dubois. He's you know what I'm saying? So how could we put Povetkin in that top 5? I just named them off the top of my head. Those, you know, some people would even say Joseph Parker's fresher. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of guys that would probably be ahead of Povetkin. I think in my mind, Povetkin's coming off a loss to Michael Hunter. They said it was a draw, but I thought he really lost it. He got hurt by Hunter too. But peep it. This is what I'm saying. When you try to play God instead of just making the app fights and whatever happens, happens, you do yourself, the fighter, and the fans a disservice. For example, if, like I had been calling for, new media, digital mob, Dillian White, if he fought Luis Ortiz, and Luis Ortiz knocked him out just the same way Povetkin did, guess what? The consensus of how people, if Dillian White would have fought Luis Ortiz before Wilder, before he knocked him out twice, when everyone was asking for that fight, including me, even if he got knocked the fuck out like he just did by Povetkin, it wouldn't have looked bad because we all rate and respect Luis Ortiz as a skilled, accomplished Cuban. He beat Bryant Jennings. He beat Tony Thompson. He gave Wilder issue and hurt him bad. You see what I'm saying? So if you make the right fights, when you lose, if you lose in that fashion, it's not that bad. Like, if I was a welterweight and Errol Spence whooped my ass, I wouldn't feel no type of way because, all right, that's the guy with 2 belts. He's the best. But if fucking Glass Joe beat my ass at welterweight, then that's going to be more of a shock to the system, and that's going to be harder to live up. You see what I'm saying? So Eddie Hearn, that's what again, rematch room, when you try to play God and handpick and handcraft, when these upsets happen, it looks bad. That's like if Canelo loses to Avni Yildirim versus if he lost to Charlo or Andre or David Benavidez. If Canelo lost to David Benavidez, Dave is a beast. If he lost to Charlo, Charlo's a beast. So it wouldn't look, it's a loss. Nobody wants to go through a loss. But I would respect the loss to Andrade, Charlo, Beterbiev, Benavidez, Caleb Plant well before I did accept a Canelo loss to Avni Yildirim. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happens when these promoters they get in the way of the fights. Dillian White, he called Luis Ortiz an old man. Well, guess what? An old man who's born in the same year as Luis Ortiz just knocked Dillian White out, and it went viral. Everybody's talking about it. Look, as I said that, look, Bob Arum gloats after Dillian White's loss to Povetkin. Look, you couldn't have picked a better time. Yeah, smash the like button. Bro, look. Look, that's what everyone's talking about. I just pulled up my phone. On so many levels, this is just a bad look, bro. It's just a bad look. All the clout chasing that Eddie and Dillian White did with the WBC, saying Luis Ortiz was an old man, saying they wanted it with Wilder. Listen, who believed that it's the DAZN curse continues, bro. It's like Joshua could have fought Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn and Joshua stalled out the fight, turned down 50 mil, yada, yada, yada. And then he loses to Andy Ruiz. There's no, I like Andy Ruiz, but at that point, Andy Ruiz was kind of forgotten about. That resurrected Andy Ruiz. Now he's having parties with Ray J and Floyd Mayweather and Too Short going. All that off of beating Joshua's ass. You see what I'm saying? It's a bad look. Bad look. Like I said, if you make the fights that you're supposed to make, it's never gonna look worse. It's never gonna look worse. But when you get upset by somebody who's not even supposed to be on your level, hey, we gotta get the likes up. I'm not gonna keep saying this. We got 500 people in here and the likes ain't where they need to be. If you want this stream to continue, we must get the likes up. We can never have this discrepancy, you know what I'm saying, where we have all these people in the building, but the likes aren't even close. like half and shit. We don't even have half the amount of likes that we have in the building. This can't happen. So take the couple seconds, take a breather, you know. If you're walking your dog right now, stop for a second, click on your phone, and hit the like button so we can continue. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. But, yeah, man, it's just all around a bad look. And this is what happens when you look past opponents and all that. You know, you're looking at other fights and fighting the winner, and then it gets too big for you. The pressure amounts. You make a mistake. Bro, how you get knocked out in Eddie Hearn's plantation? Like, you get knocked out in Mass's plantation. Icy, shout out to my man. The next arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga is about the Z fighter looking for the Dragon Balls to wish Dillian White back to life. You going to hell, Icy. Why you do that? Shout out to my boy Icy. How you get knocked out in Mass's plantation, though? Like, it'd be one thing you get knocked out on the road, but, bro, everything was set up for you if you, like, bro, judges, referees, it's all set up. You seen that in the Katie Taylor fight. All you had to do is not get knocked out. But if he would have started hurting Povetkin, you know the ref going to hurry up and jump in. Oh, okay, I've seen enough. You know? Just like Joshua versus Joseph Parker. They had that UK-ass referee who was not letting Joseph Parker work on the inside. All you had to do is basically not get knocked out. And Dillian White has power. So, you know, he could have knocked out Povetkin. And like I said, if the first sign of danger, the referee probably would have stopped it had that been Povetkin. The money keep coming in. Dillian for sent to the gulag. Oh, wow. Marquise, what up, though? This is just a horrible look. The DAZN curse continued. Do y'all believe me now? Bro, I'm the one that came up with a rematch room in the DAZN curse. Do you believe me now? This man was about to get a Wilder Fury winner. Now the WBC has basically said in Eddie Hearn, we're exercising a rematch clause. So we're not doing, so there's a clear path to Wilder Fury winner fighting Joshua. How is this not the DAZN curse? Now, listen, let's talk more about DAZN. Name 3 fights in the U.S. that DAZN has that is actually scheduled. And you tell me the date and the venue. You can tell me a date and venue for the fight. 3 in America. I'm waiting. Listen, name 3 fights in America that are on the DAZN platform that you could tell me a date and venue. Someone said none. Listen, is that anybody? Name 3 fights, because Dillian White Povetkin is over. Literally, he got knocked out. So fight camp is over. The fight camp, that was the last fight of the, official 4-week fight camp run. Icy, come on. He said, let me think. Okay, let's brainstorm. Canelo Alvarez might get sued by DAZN. They're beefing. Canelo wants to fight Yildirim, the Pilgrim or whatever, Avni Pilgrim or whatever the fuck his name is. Canelo wants to fight him, and DAZN rejects the fight. So we don't know when Canelo's coming back. They did this fake WBC Zoom call with Ryan Garcia, promoter, and Luke Campbell, and they reached a deal. No date, no venue. How do you have a deal, but the fight still ain't been announced? How? How do you have a done deal, and this has been going on since at least the 4th of July, so over a month, it's a done deal. I got paid again through Google. I get paid on like the 21st. So I got paid again. I've been paid twice in the time, 2 or 3 times, and I get paid monthly through Google. And this fight still, Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell still ain't announced. So no Canelo, no Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell actual announcement with a date and a venue and a card. No Triple G announcement. Anthony Joshua's fight ain't been announced. Dillian White just got knocked out. So we don't know when they could do a rematch and all that. I mean, he just got knocked out. He should be suspended for a little bit. They usually do as a precaution, suspend you for a couple months. So no Canelo, no official Ryan Luke Campbell, no Triple G says Meta, no Demetrius Andrade. I've heard nothing for Danny Jacobs. Julio Cesar Martinez pulled out of his fight because he was sick. Cecilia Braekhus just lost. Madrimov looked horrible. Katie Taylor looked horrible. Jorge Linares is sick. I haven't heard anything from Devin Haney. My dude Mark Castro, his fight got canceled because they said he had the 19. Daniel Dubois is not with DAZN. He's with Frank Warren. What else? Daniel Dubois ain't got nothing to do with DAZN. Come on. Oscar trying to come out of retirement. No opponent. Who? What fight does DAZN have, bro? What? Tell me, please. Eddie's beefing with Amanda Serrano. Where's this American takeover? Like, I'm really with it. I'm really with the smoke. Eddie Hearn is beefing with Amanda Serrano. DAZN's beefing with Canelo. Golden Boy's beefing with Ryan Garcia. There's a couple people that tested positive for the Rona. What is DAZN's next fight? What? All right, you a fool. He said DAZN might as well wrap it up. Dillian White just got stretched by a 40-year-old Povetkin. That was a bad look. Katie Taylor wasn't impressive. Caleb Smith, I ain't heard nothing. Billy Joe Saunders said if Kinahan, who's on the run from the feds, they said if he gets turned away from boxing, he's gonna retire. So I don't know where. And he got bad feedback off of the domestic violence video. What's good, bro? What is DAZN gonna do? You think these little talk shows and shit, nobody's checking for that. DAZN need to just go ahead and file that Chapter 13. Hey, you a fool. Bro, what is the next DAZN fight? Jorge Linares got canceled with Fortuna. Then they were trying to get Fortuna versus Hector Tanadea. DAZN approves it, but then Hector Tanadea, his team said he needs more time, so they just canceled the whole date. What? Listen, it's about to be September. We only have a couple months left. You haven't announced. There's other big fights on a lot of these dates between UFC, Fox PBC, Showtime PBC, and Top Rank. Mike Tyson's coming back fighting on the app. When is DAZN going to fit some dates in? Because there's certain dates you don't want to compete with, like Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz, because that fight's already competing with the UFC. They have a UFC card that night. You know, so I doubt DAZN would put out anything unless it's in the daytime. And that's the other thing. You doing fights in the daytime? What, man? Get these dudes out of here, bro. They should have. Where's Lynn Blavnik? What's the billionaire? He should have just gave me a bill. Just give me $1 million. If you just wasting money, I would have did a better job than this. Bro, if Lynn Blavnik gave me $1 million, you don't think I would have DAZN boxing popping more than this? Bro, they tripping. They just wasting money. Now they trying to cut Canelo pay in half. Man, get these dudes out of here. Ari, DAZN next fight is Canelo versus Canelo in the courtroom. Yeah, exactly. DAZN CEO versus Eddie for blowing the bag on nonsense. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, DAZN just you want me to keep going? Okay. Okay, forget about it. It's a fugazi. Listen, I'll keep going. So in addition to all that other stuff I just said, where the hell is Usyk? Sunroom Sports. Y'all tripping, bro. Where is Usyk? I thought he was supposed to fight Chisora. How come none of these fights are announced? None. Where the hell? So Usyk said he was moving to heavyweight. He fought Chaz Tablespoon, and I ain't heard nothing from him since. They said he was supposed to fight Chisora. Where is that at? He doing these little dance videos and shit. I don't care about none of that. I care about boxing. Where is Usyk's next fight? Y'all want me to keep going? Okay, who else? They just lost Regis Prograis. They said he going to PBC. So Regis Prograis was somebody who was in the finals of the World Boxing Super Series. He off to PBC, right? You had Josh Taylor, who won and beat Regis Prograis in the World Boxing Super Series. He signed to Top Rank. You had Inoue, who beat Donaire in the World Boxing Super Series last year. He signed to Top Rank. You have Donaire, who signed to PBC, and he has a banger of a fight on Showtime, so he's over with PBC. Derevyanchenko, he just whooped Triple G's ass on DAZN last year. He went over there to PBC. He fighting Charlo on pay-per-view, right? Bro, you can't. Jose Ramirez knocked out Maurice Hooker. He went back to Top Rank. Maurice Hooker, he just went to PBC. What are they going to do, bro? You can't have all these people fleeing your network or your platform, especially in America, and expect to gain some traction. Then Dillian White, one of the major UK players that Eddie Hearn's been force-feeding you, he just got knocked out. Katie Taylor wasn't impressive and didn't really set the record straight, as far as I'm concerned, in the Pursunes fight. Madrimov didn't look good. Triple G looked ass in his last fight. No, guys. Bro, he didn't look good to me. What are they going to do? Please tell me. Where's Usyk? He can scrap. Where is he at? Where's his fight? Daniel Roman left. Michael Hunter didn't get his contract renewed. You see what I'm saying? How can you win like this? Derevyanchenko fought on your network in November, whooped Triple G, and now he's about to fight in a great fight with Charlo, Jamal Charlo. Shout out to Lions Only. Dogs fighting the best, you know. And now he's over there. Ramirez beat Hooker. Now he over there. Hooker left. Regis left. Inoue left. Josh Taylor left. You can't win like that, bro. This is a Ponzi scheme. This can't be life, bro. And then you got the nerve to charge people $20 a month. And then the people you do have, like Triple G, Canelo, Ryan Garcia, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius. Where is Andrade? I haven't heard about none of these people's fights. Can someone please tell me who Andrade's fighting? I heard Jacobs might fight Rosado, but it's not official. They have no announced dates. How can you win like that? Yeah, Inoue is about to fight Maloney. He signed the Top Rank. Both of them. How can you win like that? Please tell me. How them boys gonna win? This is grown man B.I. Get you wrote in the triage, B.I. How? Where is DAZN's fights? Where's this fight season? Jake Paul, he's another person. You spent money with him, putting him on your network in January before the Super Bowl on the Andrade card that no one asked for, Andrade and Luke Keeler. Jake Paul fighting a better fight against Nate Robinson, former NBA player, on the Mike Tyson card. So he on a different network. Logan Paul, I don't know what he doing. Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. That's what I'm saying. Bro, everybody that made Andy Ruiz, his next fight, they said Chris Arreola could be Areola could be it on PBC. How can you win if all the people that people liked on your network are no longer there? Regis Prograis, Andy Ruiz is back on PBC. Sergey Derevyanchenko back on PBC. Maurice Hooker went to PBC. And then you had other fighters like Ramirez, who was on for one fight. He's back at Top Rank. Inoue won the World Boxer Super Series. He's back on Top Rank. Josh Taylor, he signed to Top Rank. And then Donaire, he's signed to PBC. So between Top Rank and PBC, a lot of these guys left. And then the ones you still have, you let some of them out of contract, like Michael Hunter and Daniel Roman. Tevin Farmer just lost. Joseph Jojo Diaz, he signed to MTK, so I'm guessing his Golden Boy stint is over. So I'm assuming Joseph, he's a champion. I'm assuming if he signed to MTK, he's leaving Golden Boy. So you lost Joseph Jojo Diaz. You lost Inoue, Donaire, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Maurice Hooker, and then other people just came for a couple fights or so. Derevyanchenko, Ruiz, Jose Ramirez. It's impossible. Mikey Garcia, that's another one. He has a one-fight deal. He could get a Pacquiao fight and be off your network. How can you win like that, bro? This was a stupid-ass game plan. Like I said, Lynn Blavnik, you dumb son of a bitch. You should have just gave me $1 million. If you just wasting money like that, I would have had you looking right. This is just crazy, people. You got $1 billion, and these are the moves you're making. Now you arguing with Canelo. Ryan Garcia's fight taking forever. It looks like Bellator is trying to get off of DAZN, and you think you're gonna save it with bare knuckle fighting and 3LW wrestling? They canceling shows like Pat McAfee, The Change Up. What are we talking about? The commentary is horrible. They got to do something, bro. Smash the like button. They must. It's imperative. If they want to succeed in this market, they need something big, big. Hey, we got to get the likes past 300. Let's get it. I don't understand the vision. I don't. Bro, it's just too much stuff. And then you got like Joshua, he lost a lot of cred when he lost to Andy Ruiz. People stopped talking about him. Dillian White, he was a major UK player. Nobody's talking. He just got knocked out. You see what I'm saying? You think people are going to sign up for De La Hoya, 47-year-old comeback and all that? Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? What is their game plan? Someone said Eddie Hearns versus Eddie Levert. That's what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn singing karaoke, that ain't enough. You gotta do some more. Put on some good fights. Fight camp is over. What's the next Golden Boy card? How about that? When's Golden Boy's next card? Anybody see? Nobody know. That's what I'm saying. You weren't spending money on promotion when the economy was good before the pandemic. If you losing money, how you gonna spend money on promotion? Business Brain, what up, my guy? They finna have, man, this shit gonna be Usyk versus Obi Trice. Obi Trice, real name, no gimmick. They finna have Usyk versus Obi Trice and shit. Man, come on. These business plans look crazy. Canelo got all their money, but they trying to slice the boy money in half. They try to slice it in half. What is DAZN's next official fight? Fox got a calendar. I just watched Fox's call. Listen, Shout out to Fox. They promo. I watched the Sean Porter card. Shout out to my man Joey Spencer. Shout out to Sebastian Fundora and Sean Porter. I enjoyed the card. Fox got a great production value. Their video production was top notch. Like they keep using this crispy low angle camera. It looked like it's 8K or something. They doing like wild slow mo. It's a nice camera for sure. But that Fox production is looking crispy. Just FYI. How can DAZN compete? You're on an app. You're an application, bro. I could watch. Okay, listen. And I ain't a cheapskate. I could watch Sean Porter, who I just was at his last fight. I could watch Sean Porter on Fox for free. For free. Why do I need to pay $20 for Liam? You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to make this make sense. I just watched Joey Spencer, Fundora, and Sean Porter for free. I watched Joe Smith Jr. on Top Rank versus Alvarez. I do have ESPN Plus. That's $4.99. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Wepa. That's $4.99 for Top Rank ESPN. But they also had UFC on. So use my link below to get ESPN Plus. For it's actually, they raised the price. It's $5.99. If you knew, it's $5.99. But they raised the price $1. Big deal. They raised the price to $5.99. Still. But you could have watched UFC tonight or the Joe Smith Jr. fight. Or let me pay $20 and DAZN's canceling programs. Where's the Sylvester Stallone documentaries? Where are they at? Where are the LeBron James documentaries? Where are your fights to even do these documentaries? Bro, get these dudes out of here. I'm done. Remember they were doing LeBron James and Maverick Carter, a Sylvester Stallone production. Man, you know I got the eye of the tiger. What do you want? You want me to produce? Bro, where them LeBron James specials? Where? Please let me know where there's a. Where's the one for Dillian White and Povetkin? Make a Sylvester Stallone one night, one day, or whatever the fuck. Una noche. Make one of them. Where the Sylvester Stallone shit? Bro, these are horrific decisions. I don't know how they thought this was gonna work, especially on my turf. I run boxing. New media. Bro, where's Stallone at? Hey, you know, Tommy, you wanna fight? What? Where the Stallone specials? Where Tracy Morgan at? Yeah. Where's the $1 billion war chest? Hey, man, get these dudes out of here, bro. And then they saying, oh, we gonna sign all these fighters, Errol Spence, the Charlos. Hey, listen, the Charlos are funny as fuck. They've been going live and shit, and the Charlos are wild entertaining. I fuck with the Charlos, bro. I like they fiery. I like that. They've been going live with fans and shit. Icy was sending me stuff. My mans was sending me stuff. The Charlos are funny as a motherfucker, bro. I need them to show out. Y'all need to get their pay-per-view for show. The Charlos, they lit as a motherfucker. But anyway, DAZN, name someone that they got like the Charlos that are these sparky personalities. You know what I mean? 50 posted Charlo. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Fifth. See, that's the other thing. Where's this American Takeover? Yeah, shout out to Big Texas. I fuck with Texas. Texas got some personality. I damn near should move to Texas. It's cheaper than Cali. Nah, I ain't doing no Charlo slander. I fuck with the Charlo. I like they movement. Listen, There's way worse stuff happening in boxing. People ain't taking fights and stuff. They taking the tough fights. So stop. I ain't doing no Charlo slander because they're not doing nothing wrong. Listen, as far as the brothers arguing, who cares? I argue with my brother and sister. I don't care about stupid shit like that. Like, listen, that people wondering why I'm not like really speaking on. I don't have nothing to say. It's sibling shit. Let them handle that. I care about them in the fucking ring. At the end of the day, the Charlos could scrap. They're brothers. They're always gonna be brothers. They share the womb. You know, they're probably gonna have disagreements. Me and my man Icy was talking about this. He got a gang of siblings. He know how it go. You got siblings. You had them little sibling quarrels and shit. It ain't nothing. Shit happens. But I know they love each other and shit, so I ain't worried about that. Yeah, bro, he about to have 3 titles, 3, 4. I don't know. Does dude have the IBO? Jason Rosario? They squashed that. Yeah, man. There's a lot of people in the media and fans and shit. They were telling them to fight and shit. Like, stop that. Cause they do this to black fighters. They don't do that to white fighters. They never tell the Klitschko brothers to fight each other when they argue. Or just, I want to, they be asking Charlos, will you fight each other and shit. Ask the Klitschkos if they gonna fight each other. They brothers. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. Look up, Marlon. Say cheese. Anyway, Dillian White got leaned by Povetkin. That was crazy. He said, guess what? Getting in sibling shit, they gonna jump your ass. Yeah, you become the target damn near. Because, like I said, they blood. That's not gonna wash away. So they gonna protect their family before anything. You see what I'm saying? They not like, if one twin wants to say this to the other twin, and then you try to get in the mix, that's still their family. You know what I'm saying? That's still their family. Like let's say me and my sister is beefing. Right? That's me and her. Like, but if someone else try to violate, they gotta die. You see what I'm saying? If someone try to violate my sister, it's over. But me, I could have an argument with her, but I'm not finna let somebody in the street do that and violate my sis. You know? So you gotta tread lightly. He said family biz. That's what I'm saying. I ain't even worried about that. I'm looking forward to a fight. I'll get the pay-per-view. Let's get it. Jamel wanted to beat up bro. I was there, bro. We just started hearing loud. I was at the Barclay. It was for the Vargas fight. And Charlo started screaming on him. I was right there. We just heard that, and everyone's like running over with their cameras. That was crazy. But yeah, man, that Dillian White knockout was a huge setback to DAZN rematch room. Because listen, I told you I say the same thing over and over and over. So I'm glad, and I'm glad I do it that way. And I hope you guys. He said Jermel is a savage. They both savages. I like it. Shout out to the Charlos. I'm glad I say this stuff a lot because now you guys get to hear it and you see what's popping. You see what comes true. I told you that, like, bro, Dillian White, people were saying this was the guy to beat Wilder. Do you really? I asked you that. Remember I asked you guys, I was like, do you guys really think he's going to beat Wilder? All these British teeth was in my comments saying, oh, yeah, your boy ducking him. Your boy Wilder, he's ducking him, mate. CHECC bang. His bullocks, 1,000 days. They're doing all this stupid shit, bro. And I'm like, do you all even think he's going to win? Like, because I never seen him beating Wilder. Maybe he can give it a good effort. But beating Wilder, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one bit. And all these British teeth. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. Yeah, baby. All these British teeth motherfuckers was on my nuts. Getting mad. Chaka bang. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They be using some of the weirdest slang. Oh yeah, your Willy Poo wank. Like, what the fuck is a Willy Poo wank? Man, shut the fuck up. Man, I ain't got time for it. You're nothing but you're nothing. You're nothing. Willy Poo wank. Like, what is that? Why I gotta be a Willy Poo? What is that? This is crazy ass. A rascal clobber. Like, what the fuck are you even calling me, bro? Motherfucker said rascal clobber. Dosser and all this stupid shit. Anyway. I guess Dosser is equivalent to a dumbass. I don't know. I ain't got time for it. Smash the like button, though. But anyway, yeah, all these dudes was like, oh, yeah, Wilder's ducking him. Mate, he's ducking him. Do you really think Dillian White... Bro, see, another thing is Dillian White, he used to be, like, just more aggressive and slug it out. But I think they try to make him more measured. But they actually hurt his style because his natural instinct is to just be a fighter. You see what I'm saying? His natural instinct is more slug it out. So you can't make you got to just you have to add to someone's style more so than subtract. You see what I'm saying? If they're a natural brawler, you're not going to make them into Pernell Whitaker late in life. So I think they got Dillian White to slow down, which is good in spots, but he's still like kind of started boxing late, so he's still kind of learning, and he's thinking on the job as he does it, and he doesn't shift from like how he wants to fight versus him being smart. It's not like seamless. And he got caught in, thought he was going to come low, and Povetkin clapped him. But he was probably more of a, like, again, I don't know, bro. You got to just be cerebral and smart. Like, Floyd knows when to fight a person like this versus this. Dillian White, he doesn't. His ring IQ, ring intelligence was improving, but it's not all the way there because Povetkin is 40 and he's shorter than you. And he's explosive in these little spurts, a bit slower than what he was. You should have fought him in the old style and got off quicker and got off first, which would probably overwhelm him. And he's been knocked out in recent memory, and he's been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But you let him set traps, and you fighting at a slower pace actually helps him because he's he's like 40. You see what I'm saying? Why would you fight a 40? Like, okay, if a person was fat, then I'll go to their body because they're fat. And they're probably not going to like that. So you got to do, like what I notice in boxing is you kind of got to give people more of what they don't want. You know what I mean? I think Povetkin at his age, with the tough fight with Michael Hunter, tough fight with Joshua in the stoppage, tough fight with Klitschko, things like that, probably inactivity. He got hurt by David Price. He's just been through wars. So at age 40, you fight at a pace that he can't keep up with. But Dillian White literally did the opposite, and it was working in spots, but it was too slow of a pace. You're way younger than him. Make him fight at your pace as the youth. You know what I'm saying? And I think Dillian White's natural style is to be more like that. But they try to refine him. And he switched his trainer. It just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. He said White should just jump on him. That's what I'm saying. Why would you have a 40-year-old and fight at a comfortable pace for the 40-year-old? Here's an example. Joe Smith Jr., when he fought B-Hop, B-Hop was like 1,000 years old, like Shang Tsung and shit. You will die. Your soul is mine. Bro, B-Hop was like 1,400 years old. He was born in 200 AD. Joe Smith Jr. kept that rugged, youthful pace on him. You see what I'm saying? That's what Bernard Hopkins wouldn't like. Bernard Hopkins is crafty when he was fighting. So if you give him time to be crafty, plus at his age, you don't make him uncomfortable, then you can win. Then you can let him win. Because you fighting at that pace that is okay for a 59-year-old or whatever age he was. You know what I mean? Same thing with Povetkin. If Povetkin was 40, you got to make him feel 40. Shout out to my man Icy. You will die. Your soul is mine. Bro, you find an older fighter, make them feel like they owe. Period. You don't let them get veteran tricks off on you and, fight at this this slow down pace that they could keep up with. You got to have them breathing like Katie Taylor. But Dillian White was fighting too measured of an approach, and he allowed a comfortable pace. Like he was trying to be so responsible. You see what I'm saying? It's a ring IQ thing. Okay, when Floyd Mayweather, when he really started to turn up on Conor McGregor, he started to turn all the way up. And he was just walking shit down, knocking shit down, and putting the the high guard up. And he started doghouse ruling Conor McGregor. You see what I'm saying? Block Camilto. Block him. He started putting that rugged pressure because he knew Conor was ready to go, and he got him out of there. You just got to be smart. Dillian White, at best, he should have mixed it up. His jab was cool versus Povetkin. Keep popping that out. But also, once you shoot the jab, string some combinations behind that. They were saying the whole telecast that Povetkin wasn't as fast as he used to be. So you better off taking that chance than fighting at a comfortable pace, and he do what he did in this fight. Eddie Hearn says Dillian White will need to recover from his knockout loss. No shit. Hey, yo, somebody said, look. Someone said karma. He mocked Wilder, and Wilder mocked Joshua. Be careful, ego, taking pleasure in other people's demise. Shut the fuck up. Motherfuckers trying to scare me. Like this is my karma because Dillian White got knocked out. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all be saying some stupid shit to me. He said, be careful, ego, taking pleasure in other people's demise. I didn't take pleasure in shit. The motherfucker got knocked out. Fuck that got to do with me. How is that karma on me? Because I'm a boxing fan and I watch someone get knocked out. Y'all be saying some stupid ass shit, bro. He talking about his karma. Like what, I'm supposed to close my eyes because he got knocked out? Fuck up out of here. No, I seen that breaking news shit. Stop. Another thing that hurt Dillian White is ballooning to 270 and then losing weight. That was stupid. You don't just fluctuate your weight, even at heavyweight. even at heavyweight. You want to control your weight. Bro, he went from 270 something plus whatever he rehydrated on fight night. He was on the scale the night before at 273 or whatever it was. Then in Dillian White rehydrated. Listen, man, y'all don't know. A lot of y'all don't know boxing. My thing is this: where was Dillian White really at though? Like I really, and you can't blame me. It's because of Rematch Room and Eddie Hearn. Put it this way, including today, Dillian White has never ever fought anybody that was my personal pick. I guess you could say Joshua, but I wouldn't even really count that fight because Joshua wasn't a champion and people didn't even really know who Dillian White was. I just wanted to see that because it was a rematch from the amateurs, but they were still developing. I'm talking about since he's been like linked to the WBC and WBC #1 and all that. All of these fights that he's had, none of them are fights that I would have wanted. I wanted to see Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois recently came out and said he'll knock out Dillian White. Now we see why that's not going to happen. Because Daniel Dubois, I really rate him. I like Dubois. I like Dubois. And if Povetkin can knock you out, Povetkin and Dubois actually sparred together. But anyway, Dubois can definitely knock you out if Povetkin can at this 40 years old. So there were fights like Philip Ergovich, Daniel Dubois, fights like Joshua, now that Joshua's developed and Dillian White's developed. Luis Ortiz, Dominic Brazil. He didn't fight none of those types of fights. They kept doing this. Joseph Parker coming off a loss. You know, Oscar Rivas was losing to Brian Jennings every round damn near. And then he knocked him out in the 12th round. Came from behind while he was losing. And he knocked Brian Jennings out. And then Dillian White fights him. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to see Dillian White with Luis Ortiz, Brazil, guys like that. And Eddie wouldn't make none of those fights. Now you end up getting knocked out by somebody who was considered washed up. Sad. That's what happens. I told you. You can't. Boxing don't work like that. You can't play God like that. You got to just let the fights come. Man, who the fuck is... Who the fuck is this? I picked up my phone and seen this. Who that? Who is that? Man, what? Hey, you a fool, Ari. Hold on. Bro, Dillian White. Man, I can't show you. It got, bro, he's on Bleacher Report. It got 1.3 million. It got 1.3 million views on Bleacher Report. Wow. So Dillian White, he went viral, but for the wrong reason. Damn, that's up to 1.3 million. That's crazy. It was a nasty KO. That has to be at least in the KO of the year consideration. That was nasty, bro. He was out before he hit the ground. And we were in a pandemic, so we haven't seen that many knockouts like that this year. Hey, y'all petty. Y'all petty. I don't know. But bad moves from DAZN and Eddie Hearn. Like, they really took Dillian White out of. See, and listen, if Dillian White didn't have the same approach, you might feel bad for him. But I can't feel bad when you made your bed, lie in it. You see what I'm saying? Like, Dillian White, he went along with this Eddie Hearn game. Clout chasing, mentioning the WBC, trying to sue them. Like, he did these things also. You see what I'm saying? He never, like, he had a way out too. He was on a fight-by-fight contract, but you stay with Eddie Hearn. He could have been popping on PBC. He could have been popping with Top Rank. Those were people that were interested in him, but he stayed loyal to Eddie Hearn. Now Eddie Hearn got you getting knocked out by guys that are 40 years old. Like, on the PBC, they probably wouldn't even made no fight with Povetkin, to be honest, because they tried making the Povetkin fight with Wilder and he failed a drug test. So they probably would have put you in. But, bro, Dillian White, he would have been able to fight Brazils of the world, Luis Ortiz of the world. He would have been able to fight F.A. Ajagba at a point in time till he recently left. He would have been able to fight Adam Kalnaki. And then, you know, if he proved himself at that level, Charles Martin, you know, those types of fights, then he could get Andy Ruiz or Deontay Wilder. But he stayed loyal to Eddie and played Eddie's junkyard dog, and he never really reaped the true benefit. Eddie Hearn had him sleeping in the fucking motorhome. I'm done, bro. That's the slave mentality if I've ever seen one. Bro, Eddie Hearn had him in a Winnebago, sleeping in a fucking RV. I'm done, bro. That's not even a punchline, bro. That's real. Eddie Hearn had him sleeping in a camper or something. And that's supposed to be his special treatment. Oh, yeah, I'll let you stay in my garden. You get to sleep in this Winnebago. What the fuck? Bro, you got all this money. You better let me in that Bel Air mansion. Fuck is you talking about? What? Bro, he told Dillian White to sleep in an RV or something. Hey, bro, what? You and Barry Hearn couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? You better build me a castle. I don't know, bro. And then you see all these PBC fighters, they just look like they got stupid ass money. Bro, Andy Ruiz is just like he's like, yeah, I had a pool party at my house and Too Short came and Ray J and Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, damn, Andy Ruiz moved on up. He had a party and OT Genesis and Ray J and Mayweather showed up. And then Eddie Hearn got Dillian White sleeping in a camper. What y'all building, a clubhouse? Bro, literally, he had him sleeping in a motorhome. That motherfucker was in the 8-mile trailer parks. Yo, look, if you had one shot or one opportunity, would you capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Bro, Eddie Hearn put him in the 8-mile trailer park. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Eddie Hearn really put him in the 8-mile trailers. And he was doing all that screaming on Wilder and the WBC. He didn't even make it to the WBC bout. Like, Bob Arum was thinking he had to franchise Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury beats Wilder, he don't even have to franchise him because Dillian White, he got to clear up the Povetkin stuff. He said he was sleeping in the food truck. I'm done. Ruiz's hands too quick for Povetkin. Yeah. Ruiz got a chin, too. Yeah, smash the like button. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping on this live. That's hilarious. Hey, if we don't get the likes past 300, nah, fuck that. I'm out. Y'all playing with the kid. Anyway, that's my time. That's all I wanted to talk about. Anyway. I'll be back with some more heat. But yeah, it was an eventful night of boxing. I don't know. I promise you, I didn't look at the Dillian White as an upset. Like, I guess it's an upset in terms of the perception, but I'm saying for me particular, that to me that wasn't an upset. Like, the UK commentators suck, bro. A lot of them, they just suck straight out. No nice way to put it. They suck. That's why they keep saying, "Oh, I've never seen it." I have. Like, how much boxing do you watch? You know, how much boxing do you watch? What is the upset? What is okay? Put it okay. Here's the question. This is a true question. This is not even trying to kick a man while he's down. But what is Dillian White's best win? Please let me know. Please. What is Dillian White's best win? Best win. Please let me know. If you had to single it down to his best win, because he don't have no Mayweather Cotto type of resume anyway. So what was his best win was Chisora, who was like 11 losses and 40 years old or something. And I thought he lost the first fight, so that's horrible. Okay, Parker. That's what I'm saying, bro. You guys don't know shit about boxing. Dillian White's cool, but this is what I'm saying. Dillian White, like, it's a lot of clever matchroom dumb shit matchmaking. Parker's his best win, but Parker was directly off of the Anthony Joshua loss. Bro, that's what they try to get you. They're like, "Oh, Parker, he's not a champion no more." Who knows where his confidence was directly after losing. And they put him in with Dillian White. And if Parker's his best win, Parker almost had him out of there in the final round. So it's like, what did y'all see, like, with Dillian White, that he would beat Wilder or Fury or whatever the fuck? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so his best win is a guy directly off of a loss that got dropped twice and then came back and almost stopped him in the 12th round. That's his best win? Like, okay, so how is it that I can name Mayweather fights where he just dominated him? Like Mayweather Castillo, Mayweather wasn't almost knocked out. I mean, not Castillo, Corrales. That was just a crazy win. You know what I mean? He dropped him 4 times. Joseph Parker was coming off of a loss, and he almost stopped after getting dropped once or twice. It was twice, but one of them might have been a slip or it was something weird, I remember. One was a clean knockdown. But, yeah, Joseph Parker almost stopped him. So that's his best win, is almost getting stopped in the final round by a guy coming off a loss. Like, literally, no in-between fights, no feel-good fights. Okay, and then someone else said Oscar Rivas. Okay, so Dillian White's best win is the fight where he failed a drug test, switched the gloves last minute, and Rivas dropped him and hurt him badly in the 9th round. That's his best win? That's what I'm saying. So it's like the UK started gassing the shit because Dillian White's a personality and he has, you know, he was talking ish and stuff like that. But in terms of quality opposition, it's still the same rematch room bullshit. That's why they never put him in there with Luis Ortiz. I told you. Luis Ortiz would have been a certified test, and if Dillian White got past that, then now we're talking. Now we're cooking with grease. But Lucas Brown, I mean, he never looked at, even the fight where he won it and became a champion, he was losing. See, I know my boxing. He was losing, and he failed drug test. Rivas dropped him. Dillian White didn't dominate him. and he got hurt. You know? So Joseph Parker coming off a loss, they hurt each other, and then Joseph Parker, after getting dropped twice, came and almost stopped Dillian White. And they were saying this is the guy that's gonna beat Wilder. I don't know. I never seen what people were saying. And then now he's fighting Povetkin, and people thought Povetkin lost his last fight, like me, against Michael Hunter, and then now he gets knocked out completely by Povetkin. That's bad. The other thing is, yeah, man, he just never fought the same people that, like, if he would have beat Dubois, Dominic Brazil, even Luis Ortiz, like, bro, a lot of these guys he's fighting, they just weren't. They didn't show me enough. That's it. That's why I wanted to see him versus everyone I wanted to see him fight. He never fought. I wanted to see a Joshua rematch at a point. Never rematched him. Luis Ortiz never fought him. Dubois never fought him. Philip Ergovich. He didn't fight none of those dudes. It's the same DAZN rematch room BS. Smoke and mirrors. Let's just keep chasing Wilder and clout chasing Andy Ruiz and the WBC belt, but we're not going to put him in there with, the fights that would really show who he is. Like, for example, Errol Spence. This man is a dog. The reason I could tell he's a dog is because he fights whoever. He just flew out of a car and he wants to fight a better opposition than Canelo. And Canelo didn't get in a car accident. Canelo want to fight Yildirim. You see what I'm saying? We got to start holding these boxers to a standard, because there's some guys like Errol Spence and the Charlo brothers who are doing it right. They're definitely doing it right. Charlo brothers, Errol, Wilder. Wilder, he could have found ways out of Tyson Fury rematch if people said it was so hard. In the Luis Ortiz fight, he ran it back with both of them. And Fury looked like he cheated. Mike Mizzle. If that same punch came from Deontay Wilder, Dillian White would be in the hospital. Hellenius looks better since beating Kalnaki, but he wasn't ish. Anyway, Errol Spence has fought names that I know are reputable, so I could give him credit for. You see what I'm saying? Like Lamont Peterson. The way he destroyed Lamont. Kell Brook in his backyard. Sean Porter. Mikey Garcia. And now we'll see what he does with Mikey. Those fights show me something because they're conflicting contrasty styles, and they'll show me something. Dillian White never got out of a certain box. To get out of the box, you have to fight like a Luis Ortiz or Dubois or somebody that supposed to have some type of smoke for you, but he would give us Chisora 2 and Marish Weck and stupid stuff like that. You know what I mean? Who Gerald Miller actually, see, here's another thing. Gerald Miller, I know he failed drug tests, but so did Dillian White. Gerald Miller destroyed Marish Weck in a couple rounds on a Denny Jacobs undercard on HBO. Dillian White looked sloppy versus Marish Weck and went the distance. And Dillian White fought a version that Miller had already knocked out. So I'm like, what did people see that made them rate Dillian White so high? Y'all look crazy. Y'all really do. Bro, that's what I'm saying. People get caught up in the emotions and what people are saying to you rather than what they're showing you. See, I'm old school from the spectrum of I still watch. I get more information from what you've showed me rather than what you've told me. You know what I mean? I don't care what you told me. I care about what you showed me. And Dillian White, I still had questions at a more elite level because the last time he stepped up to Joshua and Joshua wasn't even a champion, he got knocked out. And he's been hurt in most of his fights with the step up names, but he never really was fighting the people that I needed to see him fight. Period. Like even Gerald Miller, there was a point in time where that's another great fight. Gerald Miller, before he started failing all these drug tests, he was passing some of the drug tests. Gerald Miller could have fought Dillian White. They were both aligned with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and DAZN, and they never made that fight. And that's the fight that I wanted to see. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Do you notice Eddie Hearn? Bro, just look at the patterns I'm telling you. Eddie Hearn is not matching his tough fights together. He's not putting Dillian White with Gerald Miller when he had both of them. He's not making AJ versus Dillian White. He wasn't making White versus Philip Ergovich. You know, and even the people across the street, he wasn't making Dominic Brazil and Dillian White, Luis Ortiz and Dillian White, right? He's not making those fights. He wasn't making Dillian White Usyk. Why didn't you make that fight? Show us something. They even have a dude from Croatia that just knocked out the Shondell Winters, the Babic dude, and he's supposed to be a savage and power puncher, and he said he don't like Philip Ergovich. They're both with Eddie Hearn. He says, I personally don't like Philip Ergovich. He been talking ish about me, but Eddie Hearn won't make the fight. Are we off that B sample asking for a friend? Oh, you think that's why he looked like that? Or got knocked out? I don't know. You got to make the certain fights to develop. Bad look. Anyway, I'm out. I had a great day in boxing. I'll be back with some more heat, but I got to rest up, chill, unwind. I've been doing boxing all day. If you respect the grind, you know, smash the like button, sign up, hit the like button, sign up for the channel members, ESPN Plus, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back with some more heat. Horrible look for DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and Dillian White. It is what it is.